everybody. Welcome back to Multidimensional Geek. My name's Dan. I've got my buddy Ricky here.
Hello.
And of course, today we wrap up our final episode of the Skywalker Saga Review. We just got back from the movie, and wow, there's a lot to take in.
There's a lot to take in, but first of all, I enjoyed it a lot. We'll just say that.
I enjoyed it a lot too. Basically, I'm just going to kind of give a basic idea of the story, and then we can talk about some of our favorite moments here. Oh, and before we get started, of course, if you haven't seen it and you want to avoid spoilers,
don't watch this.
Don't watch this.
Don't watch this.
We are going to go full deep dive into spoilers here in a second.
So if you're, or one of our regular viewers or something, just wait a couple days or
go see the movie and then come back.
Yeah.
So the basic premise of the movie is, it comes right out in the opening crawl. Emperor Palpatine's alive. Kylo Ren wants to kill him, but then he actually kind of starts working for him.
Kylo Ren starts working with Emperor Palpatine, and they're trying to track down Rey and the Resistance.
Well, that's going on kind of. Rey and Finn and Poe and everybody kind of have their own journey while they're trying to figure out how to actually find out where the Emperor is. So essentially, the Resistance finds out that Palpatine has this big, huge army. They want to track him down and take it out. And all sorts of things happen in between. It's quite there's so much information. We got the return of Lando, and we've got Leia, and Chewbacca. Everybody's there.
Luke shows back up for a little bit.
Yep, Luke shows back up for a little bit.
And but yeah, there was even some spies in the First Order.
Yep, we do have a surprise spy in the First Order that kind of helps them out at one point.
Yeah, then we get a bunch of new characters. We go back to where Poe's from, and he runs into an old friend that remembers him from his past.
Yeah, played by Kerry Russell.
Which I didn't know that. Dan did, but I didn't. I had no idea that's.
Well, you don't even see her face in the movie. You see her eyes when she opens up her helmet just briefly in one scene. But there's really way too much to go over in one video in this.
Yeah, and C-3PO has a huge part in it. I think a lot more bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah, C-3PO has to go under surgery basically because he's able to read this Sith artifact that tells where another Sith artifact is that they're trying to track down, but he can't divulge the information without basically having his memory wiped.
Yeah, which is fun.
And we get a new droid.
Yeah, they're a new droid.
A droid named Dio.
Which he's part of it too. He's part of the quest of what they're on because he has information. The big thing that I took out of it is it was really enjoyable. I liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie a lot. Trying to think of my favorite scene, honestly, it's really hard to pick any at this point. I'm going to have to go see this a few more times for sure.
Yeah, without giving too much away, there was a lot of surprise visits from some old friends.
Lando had he has a smaller role, but it was really great to see him and his relationship with Leia. And
yeah, speaking of which, I want to say that the way that the little bit of extra scenes that JJ had of Leia, it worked out well. It worked well. They meshed pretty good.
Yeah,
I thought is the word I was looking for.
Knowing that she passed away and that they only had a little bit of material that they could use of her.
And
I think it all fit in there pretty well.
And how they did that too, how she passed away, in the movie. Yeah, it worked well.
Leia passed away and faded into the Force.
Yeah.
In the end, Ben Solo comes back and he redeems himself just like his
grandfather did. His grandfather. Sorry to step on you. Like his grandfather did, and then
he fades into the Force as well.
Yeah. So he makes a big play. He has his moment. We meet a couple of old, actually more than a couple, a lot of old stormtroopers that, they had their they were old stormtroopers that kind of like Finn had enough. They just had enough. And they were hiding on this island waiting for their moment, and they get their moments, and Finn gets his, you know.
Yep, they were on another planet in the Endor system, which is where the wreckage for the Death Star from the trailer is.
Yeah. And there's a lot of good, visually there's a lot of cool things with the water in some scenes crashing down.
The way they did that water was amazing.
There, you know, and then there's a fight scene that, you know.
The lightsaber battle there is great.
Yeah, well, the couple good lightsaber battles, you know, and Palpatine has his moments, you know.
And actually, during that fight scene, Rey stabs Kylo.
Yeah.
With his own lightsaber.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
And then kind of reveals that she has the power to heal. She healed him with the Force.
Yeah.
And that kind of was the beginning of his tipping point.
Yeah. Well, there's something else that added to that, which...
Yeah, let's not give that part away. We'll leave some secrets there.
Yeah, there's some other stuff that adds to that tipping point. But it's cool. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought that it meshed a lot of... It actually, to me, I don't know how you feel, Dan, but I thought that it brought all the trilogies together.
Yeah, I think there were little bits of all 9 movies in there when it comes down to it. And especially in the music, there's little hints here and there from all the different movies.
Which, by the way, the end credits plays the Imperial March, which I liked. Sorry, that's a side note, but right when the end credits start, they do the whole this actor, and then after that, it plays the Imperial March. Which is pretty cool, you know, my opinion. You know, anything else, like, you know, was there the visuals that you liked, or...
I mean, the visuals are great, especially when that whole fleet of rebellion ships shows up where Palpatine is.
Yes, it reminded me of, sorry, spoiler if you haven't seen Endgame, but the scenes in Endgame where everybody comes together.
Yeah, it did kind of remind me of that. It was pretty cool, and all those Star Destroyers on that same planet was just like...
Yeah, that was cool
whoa.
Too, that, you know, Palpatine still had a fleet.
Yeah.
You know, we'll just leave it at that, but he still had a big fleet.
Big fleet.
Yeah. So... But yeah, I was shocked, and it was funny because during the credits, you hear his at the beginning. Sorry, previews. During previews, you heard his voice, so you knew that he had something to do with it. But I didn't think he'd be in it that long.
Oh, and they did say at the beginning they kind of hinted that he was his clone.
I didn't catch that. Was it in the opening crawl?
No, it was during when they revealed that the Emperor was alive to the Resistance. One specific member does say, yeah, well, the Sith had cloning technology.
Which is a call back to
Attack of the Clones.
And so maybe he knew he still had
He probably got all the technology from the cloners in that movie and had this plan in the backup, you know.
Backup plan in case Luke didn't join the dark side, you know.
Exactly. But, should we reveal who Rey's parents are?
Yeah, it's up to you.
So, yeah, let's do it. So Rey's parents, turns out, were, well, the son of Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, so...
Is her dad.
It is her... So her grandpa is Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
And it's... The scenes that they have together are awesome. I thought, and that's as far as I'm going to go with it, because there are a lot of cool scenes.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in there.
I think I was surprised, because me personally, I talked to a couple buddies at work. I thought she was a Skywalker. I thought she was Luke's offspring.
Yes.
And I thought this was going to redeem it, you know, redeem her. Sorry.
There were a lot of shocking moments, especially towards the end. It was a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah, it left you on the edge of the seat, you know, all over the place.
A lot of build up. Some people might complain because it kind of feels a little slow in a few parts, but yeah, it was worth it. It didn't feel like it was as long as it was. So,
you know, and Maz is even in there.
Yeah,
Maz Kanata is still in there. She had a little bit of a role in there. And Rose is in there, and some of the same resistant fighters from The Last Jedi, they're in this.
Yeah,
Not that much.
Plus a lot more new ones.
Yeah. But is there anything else you want to cover, or do you want to,
Honestly, there's so much to process right now that I don't think we can go too much more in depth. I mean, we kind of just gone all over the place anyway.
Yeah, and we will be doing another review of it when we do our winter reviews.
Yeah, we'll wrap up the last movies we've seen this year in another episode, and that one will be spoiler free.
Yeah, we won't spoil anything. We'll just keep it to our basic, reviews. We may tell you a little bit more about the plot in that one.
So, do you want to rate it now, or you want to wait till the other one?
We'll wait to the other one because I want to process it in my mind, But I don't know. You want to give away the cool thing that happened with Chewie at the end, or do you want to save that one?
Yeah, we can save that.
Yeah, we'll save that.
Well, that pretty much wraps up the Skywalker Saga review. Of course, I want to thank Ricky for joining me in this adventure.
Hey, no problem. It was a blast. In closing, I liked it. I like going back in the memories of seeing the original 3, and then the memories of seeing the prequels. It's kind of one of the first times that me and Dan started hanging out was about the same time as the prequels. And like I said in the very first one, I didn't see the first prequel with Dan. I seen it with some family members, and then he talked me into going to the second one, which I wasn't going to, and now look at this. We had some good fun times with these reviews.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and so if you liked the video, hit that like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing, share the video with your friends. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. If you'd like to help support the channel, there are links down below in the description. And until next time, make your life more fun by keeping it multidimensional. Catch you later.